Alrighty, PG-13. This is G.I.Joe 1986, and we're looking at the Tomahawk, as well as the 2013 Eaglehawk, the remade version. But first we will have a look at this awesome chopper, so we're going to move that out of the way. And I did have two of these when I was a kid. I bought a second one. I think the first one didn't last too long. I just played with it way too much. This was an awesome helicopter, and if we take a nice look at it, the seats inside are removable, so you could put a lot more Joes in there when you're transporting your Joes, and it was pretty awesome that way. I mean, they should have made a Huey for G.I.Joe, but hopefully they will in the future. We don't know. But it does have two little side laser guns or machine guns. Depends on what you want to call them. Now, I think there is that one other variation, and it has 4 guns. So they would have had holes in the back for the other ones. Unless that was just a custom someone made and the guy at the G.I.Joe store was BSing, but he swears that there's one, so we'll have to go check it out at the G.I.Joe store and see if it's still there. Or if he's full of crap. Anyways, this also had removable engine covers here. I don't want to take them off because you can see the tabs over time will end up breaking. So you have to be careful. Now, it does have 6 surface-to-air missiles as well as 2 more, so there's 8 missiles. And the driver is Lift Ticket. Now, his radio piece is commonly lost, and I have one from MarauderInc.com. So I have one coming, or 2 actually. There is a. I had to look up that site because it was in one of the videos. I think it was Mercier, whatever his name is there. But we'll just try to pop up the website here and see if it comes in for you. Oh, it might not. Anyways, it's MARAUDERINC.com, and that's Marauder. I don't know if that'll come in clear. And then you can find your parts. They make custom parts, and that's where people got their bunk beds and stuff for their USS flags, as well as other parts. So I ordered a couple things from there. Some Russian helmets and German helmets, and I want to see if they fit the bikers. And since our call sign Longbow is making Russian troopers, I thought, I can get together a Russian force for G.I.Joe to fight, and that would be spectacular. Because there is some Russians and G.I.Joe, and you can put them on the Russian forces. But so his mic is commonly lost. Now, hopefully, well, it does fit, so, and it's not a bad price for the mics, but you want to order a bunch of stuff because obviously shipping. So Lift Ticket was the pilot, and he was a cool Joe. But we'll keep looking at the Tomahawk here. Now, this does have laser cannons that swivel. A Gatling gun. Oh man. I do have extra parts, so I do have more of these wheels. And it is nice when G.I.Joe doesn't cheap out and actually has the wheels that roll. So underneath is a tow hook, and you just pull it out, and you can see that spins, and then you have to manually wind it again, and for some reason it slides out. So I guess that's just the design, because when you put it in there, in the back here, we'll wind it up later. It's gonna take forever. In the back, there's a little thing that comes out. It's hard to get, so we'll see if we can push it from the inside as well as pulling down the tab. There we go. Now also these tabs inside here. Oh, no wonder there's a machine gun stuck in there. But these tabs also end up breaking off on this little door here, little bay door. But I guess when you're doing aerial drops, you know, troops can pop out of here and they can skydive out, and that's not too bad of a feature. Or you can load something up there, but it can't, you know, fit a little vehicle. It's not high enough as well for that, as you can see. In the back here we have another rotor that propels, and some more engine covers that are commonly lost. And then obviously we have the rotors. So they do spin over time, all their blades droop. And I was meaning to get some different blades, because the one I bought, I guess some kid had it and he probably tried to paint the tips. I don't know what he was doing. Who knows? Who knows what goes on in the mind of some people. Or I can just finish painting them all black, because it looks like either he spray painted or he used a Sharpie or something on this. Because you can see, I think, right in there. So I might have to look for another Tomahawk in the future, or parts one, and just switch over all the parts. I did buy a new glass for this, because a common part that snaps are these little tabs on the canopy glass. And also it's pretty fragile, so these little nubs break off of here as well. Now you do have some control levers, or the steering mechanism. And then I think there is some sticker detail on in the cockpit there. So there's a little detail in there. Then you can fit 2 figures there, and 5 or more in the back when you take out the seats, because there is 5 seats in the back. So this one was rescued. And also there's little tabs that hold these little things on here, so they're also become fragile, so you have to, you know, take good care of your Tomahawk. But overall, it's an awesome. This also is lost if these are taken off. So some people in the G.I.Joe parts market just strip the crap out of these, and well, then they piece out the pieces. But if you didn't have people piecing out pieces, people wouldn't be able to find more pieces. So we're going to grab the other Tomahawk here, and we're gonna have a quick look at that. Watch out, lift ticket, you're gonna get squished. Now this one, I do flip the blades over constantly. You know, you just take them off. And I do that with also my this Tomahawk. I can just pull the blades out, because you know they do sag and bend over time. So this is cheaply made. I mean, these are way more flimsier, so they even droop even more. So it sucks. And you can't lock these into place, so you go to spin it and they basically move. So this is a poor, really crappy design by Hasbro for the rotor system. These blades are super flimsy and they just, you know, fall out. This is a cool canopy though. They did address some of the things, and they made little tabs on here. And it is tinted, and they got some awesome control levers in here. This was brand new when I got it. And a lot more detail in the cockpit. It looks super nice. But the seats are not removable in the back, so that kind of defeats the purpose. And it does have cool detail when you compare the missiles. I'll just take one off here if I can. And you can see there's a lot more detail in the missiles here. I wonder if they're interchangeable. Probably not, it looks narrower. So it is cool. And it has the same amount of missiles. And it has little guns in the back. I don't know if they can pop off, but they do move around. And they have a little more movement than the previous ones. But I think they might be able to just pop off. Just gonna break it. And here, this is cool. They made the winch, or the tow rope, or whatever you want to call it. But the winch is right here, so this is a cool design. Unless your string comes undone and then you're screwed. Your string breaks, you can't switch that out unless you figure out a way to take this apart. I doubt it. Now this is pretty cheap, a hollowed out missile. So you can see where Hasbro's cheaping out in some things, and where they've improved other things like the cockpit. So it kind of sucks. Now if you had this cockpit with that, where you can remove the seats, and even if you design the seats for vintage and retro, so you can switch out the seats, that would be kind of cool. And you made thicker helicopter blades, then they wouldn't sag so much. Here this also has a ramp that goes down, and again it's not wide enough to fit a G.I.Joe vehicle. So this one sucks. Now if you can take this apart and switch the rotors out with the G.I.Joe one, or figure out a way to put the 1986 rotors onto this one, it might be cool. Because these suck. I mean, yes, they fold up so you can store it easier, but you know, that's just crap. This is the crappiest gimmick they did. You spin it, the blades move. So again, this is just garbage for that part, but the rest is not too bad at all. And even the engine covers, I think, are even better because they just pop out easier. But anyways, they have a little thing here. I don't think they come out easier. Oh well. Let's see. Again, that's good enough. We're not going to try to get it out open because it'll end up breaking, but this is pretty cool. So if you do get one, just be aware that this sucks. A major design flaw, and again, the people at Hasbro are, well, not the greatest engineers. I mean, you think you'd have something where you just lock these into place, but nope. They come out super easy, and they don't stay into place. So, and again, these ones warp even more than the 1986 version. And there is also a Tagaforce version of, I think it's 2015. Don't quote me on that though, but I think it is 2015. And again, probably has this same crappy rotor design. Oh, and I think it was an exclusive, so it's even harder to get, so I won't even bother. Exclusives are super hard to get. If you do come across them, they'll be super expensive as well. And that's the sad part. But I'm gonna keep on collecting as many vehicles as I can. And some years I have a few, some years I have a lot. So we'll keep going through all the reviews, and hopefully eventually I'm gonna concentrate on what I'm missing for the earlier years. But again, I get sidetracked and I want to get something else. So this is the 1986 Tomahawk and the 2013. Each has, but I think this one's still made better, even though it doesn't have all that detail. And this one seems to be a little smaller. Yeah, it looks a little narrower, but oh, just knocked over the pilots. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the videos, because there's many more videos to come.